This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
On one of Ozzy's live albums, it's the Randy Rhoads tribute album. Late great Ozzy Osbourne. Beginning of that song, as it's starting, he yells, "Keep on smoking them joints!" And that always made me laugh every time. I remember my brother just cranking that in the house and my mom being like, "What are you playing? Turn that down."
Oh, how old was your brother at the time, do you think?
Boy, I bet you he was 16 and I was, no, maybe 15 and he was 15 and I was 12, I bet you. Maybe a little younger than that. But 15 and 12 sounds about right.
Did you know what that meant at 12?
Absolutely
No.
not. No. That was what my mom was worried about, Vicky.
But listen, who would have thought? But those were influencers back then on albums.
Yeah.
Like, now it's all video.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
But back then.
If you, like, for me, my older brother, and I never wound up smoking, but all the, he had things that could have been such bad influences on me because he was big. Well, the fact that he was a huge Ozzy Osbourne fan, I don't consider to be a bad influence. But he smoked. And back in the day, right, smoking was regarded, if you look at movies and everything, as there was a glamour to it. Like
It was rebellious, right? Yeah.
And I used to think he looked so cool smoking. And I would see him out with his friends, and I would say to myself, oh, man, someday I'm going to smoke like that.
Yeah. Rebellious at a certain age. But then if your parents were doing it or your grandparents, they, like my dad, I could still walk into his basement and find one of those ashtrays with the orange ashtray.
Yeah.
Built with the teal still in the house.
Yeah.
My dad never smoked a day in his life, but my grandfathers both did.
Ah, yeah.
Right? Like, and then, if you were one of the kids smoking, it was frowned upon. But you're going, well, look at who I've had as an influence. Like, it's in the family.
It's all sexy until you hear them coughing up the phlegm.
That's
Then it
right.
loses its appeal.
Yeah.
And you mentioned older people smoking. Like, my favorite is the older pictures where you see like people just with smokes in their hand. Like at my parents' wedding, there's a really nice picture of like my grandpa, my mom, her sisters, and there's my grandpa with a dart in his hand. Like, he couldn't even put the smoke down for like what would be a huge picture on that day.
100%.
Like, I'm not putting my smoke down. No chance.
No, and that was because it was just part of their deal, right?
Everybody had darts in their hands.
Now it's a caution warning on anything like Netflix you watch, right? It says tobacco, smoking, and wow.
Yeah, no smoking anywhere nowadays.
Well, it wasn't until, the 90s that you couldn't do it on an airplane? They banned it on an airplane? Frighteningly recent.
And here's the best
Smoking
part.
section.
Those seats are so restricted already on an airplane. Try and put your elbows attached to your ribs, light a cigarette, and use the armrest ashtray.
Yeah.
If you could manage to do that, you could almost manage to pee standing up in one of their bathrooms.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Hey there, it's almost retired Mike calling. I've listened to a lot of your traffic issues. One thing I haven't heard is that there are times when I go through a yellow light and the light turns red. You get a whole bunch of cars following you through like a funeral procession. It annoys me because, light turns yellow. You should stop before you go through the intersection. Anyway, Joe, what do you want, spaghetti?
That's it. It's almost retired Mike. ARM. I love it.
And he's starting to use that. Maybe it's catching on. What do you want, spaghetti?
What do you want, spaghetti?
You'll have people yelling it at you in the street soon
I
enough.
love it. I love it. What do you want, spaghetti?
The banker with a question for you, Joe. I didn't know you see the banker out and about.
I saw the banker at my golf tournament at Pine Ridge on Friday.
Okay.
And
that's what
he
he's
said,
talking
I got to
about.
call in this week. I said, you better.
Hey, Joel, the banker here. It was great seeing you on Friday. Great tournament last Friday. It was great cause for palliative care at Pine Ridge. I'm curious as to what the score was that won. I kind of missed the start of the presentations, but thanks again for everything. Have a good week, guys.
Ooh, that's a good question. Even I don't know.
Usually it's
They
about
just gave me a name.
18 under.
Team name. Yeah, it was pretty high.
Typically.
Whatever it was. Wow, that's a good question.
He'll find out for you.
Banker deals with numbers
Yeah.
all day long.
Yeah,
I
he
gotta
wants the
find out.
stats.
I'll find out for you.
Excellent. Okay, Crazy Craig. It's been a hot minute since we got a movie review from him. He's talking about Caught Stealing, the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
you're familiar?
Austin Butler,
Yes.
Zoe
Yeah.
Kravitz, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, PJB, Gracie Craig in the house. I just hope you three had a great week off and everyone else off some long weekend. So, pot stealing, 9.5 out of 11, Mr. Joe. It was dark, it was funny, it had a great story.
Yeah, Joe.
At the same time, Austin Butler's kicking ass and everything that I've seen him in so far. He kicked ass in this. Plus his four-legged co-star. Special shout-out to Bud the Cat. Oh, man, he's a scene stealer. This was just a great finish to the new movies that were released this summer. Anyway, Crazy Craig, peace.
Okay, good review.
Out of 11.
Yeah. Well, he's got to be different than
That's true. You got to mix it up a little bit.
If you're going to be a movie critic, you have to, remember Thumbs Up with Siskel and Ebert? That was their deal. He's got an 11.
Gotta have your thing.
Can't wait for Spinal Tap sequel.
yeah, true.
Which you are excited about,
I am
Vicky.
so excited, yeah.
But that movie's getting good reviews, the
I've
Austin
heard great
Butler
things,
movie.
yeah.
Okay. Moving on here. Look, we're not going to have a swim meet next year instead of the race of the century. It's just not going to happen. But I think it's hilarious that certain people won't let it go.
Hey, how's everyone doing? It's the other Philly. I want to say a shout out to Billy, Joe, and Vicky. Love you guys. Love all of you. Anyways, I know you guys got the message about the swim meet. Didn't seem like it went down very well. I know there's some legal issues, but you guys got lawyers. You should be able to take care of that, okay? That should be, you sign waivers to do the track meet. Let's do a little, can you swim back and forth,
No.
And to tell you the truth, I was one step away from being a lifeguard.
Oh,
wow.
I probably should have took that profession, but I didn't stick with it. And, from what I hear, they got a pretty easy work schedule. Anyways, love you guys all. Take care. Shout out to Eastside, Mike and Jesse. They don't think I'm on the bone film, but here I am. I love them, but yeah.
Okay. Swimming not happening. No, there's just no way. You saw, running 100 meters was a challenge for all of us.
Yeah.
Swimming? No.
Well, you're lighter in the water.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
But
bit more
not
mobile,
all of
maybe.
us. You're better off. We're better off throwing a pool party than we are a race in a pool. I'll tell you that.
In the shallow end, where we're all waist high.
Yeah.
By the way, lifeguards have a tough gig. I know most of the time they're just kind of sitting there and but that's what makes it tough. Is it's boring until it's really not boring. So that's what makes that position
Is that
tough.
why they rotate them around? Do you know what I mean?
Maybe.
If you sit by a pool, all of a sudden, the kid's gone and they're over at another seat. You know what I
Probably.
mean?
You got to mix
They
it
move
up.
around every 20 minutes or half an hour or an hour.
But you're so right. When they go into action, they're saving someone's life. That's, wow, stressful gig, I would think.
Yeah.
All right, Vinny, Spotlight Weeks. It's
Kiss.
Kiss. How the hell?
Big anniversary coming up for, of course, Alive this Sunday. Sunday Night Vinyl Series will be the full album. 50th anniversary of that album.
Woo-hoo.
Great album.
So you guys did Bruce Springsteen. Love the boss. He is the boss. Great music. Mentioned the Scorpions would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I did leave Iron Mike a message. Play Scorpions, please. But I don't think he'll play it.
He's eating, by the way. I think so.
But like I said, I don't think Iron
ASMR.
Mike likes me. Well, I leave a message once in a while. Not very often.
No.
But he never gets back. But that's cool. I still like Iron Mike. But
Talking about our boss here, yeah.
like I said, he doesn't like me. Oh, he gave me shit once, maybe twice, but I don't take that personally, whatever. But yeah, but the Scorpions would be nice. I'm pretty sure people would be on board. They like to hear the Scorpions, but hey, Iron Mike's the boss.
That's come up a few times. Scorpions possible Spotlight Week. Who knows? You never know. We don't run. Look, we don't make these decisions. We try to influence them, but ultimately it's up to our music department.
I love Vinny, but I'm going to call Vinny out on something here.
Uh-oh.
Okay? No, it's all good. But we've known Vinny for a long time. But if you're going to state something, state the facts. The facts are Iron Mike didn't yell at Vinny. Vinny yelled at Iron Mike. And Iron Mike suspended him from calling. And then Vinny called in and apologized to Iron Mike. And Phil and I said, hey, I think it's okay if you lift the suspension. And Iron Mike lifted the suspension.
Yeah.
That's how it went down. So And
This
not,
is like the Real
I
Housewives
know.
or something.
it is.
Drama.
So I'm not defending Iron Mike. I'm just stating the fact that if there was any yelling, it started the other way because Vinny blew his fuse one night and apologized.
I love that you broke down the behind the
Yes.
scenes and
Yeah.
how we
Well,
advocated for Vinny.
I think people need to know,
Yeah,
right?
no, that's good. Okay, now to a conversation yesterday about roast, and do people still eat a lot of roast? And that came from a conversation about gravy, I think. Yeah, it was fun.
Hey guys, Joel here. You guys are talking about roasts. Yeah, I make roasts all the time. I love them. Pork roast, beef roast. What I like about them is leftovers. Take care, guys.
Oh, yeah, sandwiches.
Oh,
The
boy.
hot roast beef sandwiches.
I don't know. Do they taste as good the next day?
Yeah.
You got to have the gravy on it,
Yeah,
Vicky.
that's true.
Like
you need some
smother
kind
it.
of lubrication on it.
Some lube for
Yeah.
your roast beef sandwich.
I don't know if that's the correct word now, Vicky. I don't think I could ever have another one of those sandwiches again. Thank you.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Back to school. Back to school Wednesday. 92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station, Philly Joe and Vicky, 638. You know what? If you carpool a bunch of kids to school or you're getting them ready this morning and there's a song they got to hear, within reason, obviously, let us know. 762-555 on the Boston Pizza text line. We'll see what we can do.
I tell you, it's kind of funny because any of the kids I've seen in the neighborhood, they all, hey, you getting ready for school? And they all kind of, oh, no. But you know deep down inside, for a lot of them that haven't seen their, full friend group, it's going to be an exciting one starting the day.
Yeah. And you think, like, do you remember you'd have a crush or whatever, and you're like, oh, I get to see them again, and I don't know, maybe you got a new outfit going on.
Yeah.
That was a big deal. Yeah.
It's kind of like a bittersweet thing. It's kind of exciting, but also, you don't want to go back.
12 in my house, the 12-year-old who's going into grade 7 is pumped, and the 14-year-old who's starting high school today. But I asked him yesterday, and this is no surprise. He's at an age, right? I'm like, fired up, excited? Nah. Like, basically, he doesn't get to stay up late anymore. Back to assignments. High school gets tougher, right? More homework, more projects, all that stuff. And he knows that. So not as excited as his younger brother about getting back to school today.
Is that grade 9 or 10?
Grade 9 high school.
When did grade 9 become high school? Has
lot
it
of-
always been?
No, but a lot of schools have gone to that
9 to 12.
9 to
Yeah.
12. Yep. Yep. You still see the odd 10 to 12, but
Yeah.
That's how it was in my day.
9 was still junior
Yeah.
high for you.
that
We had
was
a grade 9
so
grad.
long ago, Vicky.
Oh, years ago. You can let us know. I'm sure there's a little bit of everything out there.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And then the teachers. We got to send a shout out to the teachers and all the support staff at schools, the administration, because it's a big. They've already been at it a little bit, getting ready.
Yeah. Well, and how about the caretaking crews out there that have finally finished just to do it all over again, getting gum from under the desk.
Get the sawdust ready.
Yeah.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Someone on the Boston Pizza text line says, Philly, your son going into high school is excited. They just don't want to act like they are because
For sure.
that's how kids that age are. You are correct. I believe that.
Well, it's a nerve-wracking thing, too, because especially in high school, you get some of the different middle schools merging together. So it's a lot of the same people, but a lot of different people. So probably some mixed emotions.
Isn't it? And yeah, both your boys are involved in sports, but even kids involved in some kind of rec activity, whether it's a dance or swimming and everything else. I mean, there's different level of friendship groups now.
Yeah.
Right? Because you
friends
could
through
have
hockey,
that bubble. Yeah. And
friends
then
through school.
some of them are relatable in the school side of things too. So kids are a lot more active, I think, as far as because of programs now too. So like you don't have that lull of that summer like we used to have when I was younger. Like it would
Where
be
you roam the streets.
well, I had my buddies that were all close by, but you had a bike. That was your only option.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was no real parental driving. Like if I had asked my dad for a ride to my
That's so
buddy's
true.
place in St. Vital, I'll tell you how that was going to go down.
You're
Now,
exactly right.
Yeah, it's a different world, right? As far as
Sure.
that.
You pretty much hung out with the kids on your street.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you got friends all over your
100%.
wherever the hell you live.
Man, the freedom of a bike when you were a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was
big.
that just opened your world.
Yeah.
By the way, on the text line, thank you, Highway Girl. She says to earn a high school diploma in Manitoba, you start earning credits in grade 9 because, Vicky, you brought up that grade 9 never used to be high school.
Yeah, although somebody says it always has been, and it used to be called Senior 1, which I remember hearing that term. I haven't heard it in ages, but
Okay.
okay, so
And we're still getting some people suggesting that it switched for them the year they graduated. One said 1996, and then somebody said in 2012, grade 9 was still considered their junior high. So I really think it depends on the
area.
schools and the areas. Yeah.
Yeah, someone's sending a shout out to all the people who work at high school cafeterias. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Fries and gravy at a high school cafeteria.
the canteen.
Yes, the
Yeah.
canteen.
Pizza Pops.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
By the way, thank you very much to the people who have sent us text messages. 762-555. Boston Pizza text line saying, Philly, Alien Earth rocks. I support your eagerness to talk about it.
Oh, your people.
Yeah, 2 of them. 92-1 City.
You've been alienated.
Also got a text about the talking cafeterias at school. It's back to school today. Good luck to all the students and teachers. Philly, you should remember the half and half poutine from Murdoch McKay. Half onion rings, half French fries. Oh my
yeah.
God. Of course I remember that.
You guys had poutine in your cafeteria?
Yeah, well, ours was a little rudimentary at Daniel Mac. It was just gravy put on fries, and if the odd kid, could afford cheese, cubes or curds, I guess.
We had muffins and maybe a pizza pop. I don't know about hot food at all.
Yeah.
This is just what I can remember, but I remember junior high at Arthur Day had, you could get a hot bowl of soup, sandwiches, so kind of like what you're talking about, Vicky. And then Murdoch McKay Cafeteria, now that was like heaven. They had everything, the fries,
You had
the pizza pops.
junior high. I never had that in junior high. I was. We had to wait to high school before we could actually purchase some food in a line.
Was it a cafeteria like you see in the movies,
Yes.
or was
At
it
Murdoch?
a canteen?
No, Murdoch was a full cafeteria.
Really? I didn't even know we had that in Canada.
Oh yeah, trays and all. Okay,
Yeah.
you'd walk there with your little carton of milk
Yep.
and everything. Oh, no one was buying milk. Let's be honest. They want anything with sugar in it.
It was a big time hangout. I'm
Yeah.
sure it still is the cafeteria. And I don't know how many schools have that cafeteria set up, but we enjoyed it. Absolutely.
So some of us spend more time in there
Yep.
than class.
Damn right.
That's why we're in this industry right now.
The teachers knew where to find us. Joe, it came up yesterday, and I was sort of half paying attention because I was doing something else off air. But you were explaining, and, given that it's back to school today for a lot of kids, effect versus effect. And I don't know how we got talking about this, the E or the A.
Well, yeah, the article was about words that most commonly get confused and the number of Google searches that come with it. So affect and effect was the number one search in the U.S. Over 1 million people Googled affect and effect and how to use them.
I believe that because I do not know. And if you're going to teach me right now, I would love that.
Well, I'm not a teacher, but the effect.
Mr. Aiello,
Well, no.
can I go to the bathroom?
The effect you have on kids when you get on the ice to coach them in hockey, that's the E. That's the effect you have on them.
Okay, so if you had a positive effect on someone,
or
that's
a
E.
negative effect, it's an E.
Okay.
Right? And how you get affected is with an A.
I'm affected by this virus.
Yeah, or something I said.
I don't really have
something
a virus.
I said has affected
So
you.
almost with an A, it's kind of an active thing,
Yeah, I guess
and
so.
effect is kind of the result of something.
Yes.
I don't know if that's right.
Well, the effect. Yeah, I don't know. That's why
I
we're
think
here.
today should be our
Well,
first day of school.
But okay. That's one of the things they looked at. Breathe and breath was number 2
As
on
far
the
as the
Google
spelling?
searches. Yeah, because the spelling error.
When does it
Yeah.
get an E?
Yeah. You've got principal and principal, Leal ending. It's with the apostrophe S and it's without the apostrophe S.
Right.
Who's with the apostrophe S or who's with
That one's
WHOSE.
easy. If it's not who is, it's whose.
Well, I'll tell you what, lose.
Well, look at you. We're not all in the front row.
Yeah, some of us weren't hanging out, obviously, in the cafeteria. Lose and loose. Just the spelling gets used wrong a lot. Loose and 2 and 2.
Okay.
2 with the
Come on
double
now.
O.
We haven't figured out 2 and 2 by now.
2 T-O and T-O-O.
T-O-O. I've got that one. I've got that one.
Also.
Yeah.
Someone.
Let's just be honest. We figured out today by this list that Vicky is way smarter than Philly and Joe by a long, and it's really affecting me.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Play along if you like on the Boston Pizza text line 762-555. Got a little audio with today's.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I really went.
Those are usually big on like Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Those audio questions and that, and now it's hit Would You Rather?
Yeah.
Okay.
The audio daily double. Okay, we'll start with this one. Would you rather, Vicky, be the first person to explore a new planet or discover that one of your best friends is actually an alien?
Ooh. You know what? I don't think I'd want to be the first one to discover a new planet. It would be fun to have naming rights and all that, but I'm never the first one in the pool. I want the kinks to be worked out before I get on board.
Or the buffet line, you're never the first person there either?
Well, yeah, give it some time, I guess. You know what? Buffet line, yeah. I want it while it's hot and fresh. So
you're going
that's the
with friend
exception.
that's an alien?
I think so. I mean, it's a gamble. You don't know if they're a good alien or a bad alien, but if I'm friends with them, maybe that works to my advantage.
Okay. It worked for Elf, the TV show. Very successful.
Unless you have a cat.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, I'd go with the friend as an alien. You can always have another friend. Because here's the deal. I'm the guy that gets on those hop-on, hop-off tour buses, to take a tour of somewhere. I don't get off the bus. I'm not that interested. So the new planet, I'm with you. I'd wait it out. It's got to be tested and true before I'm going to fly somewhere.
I like how you went on one of those tours and suddenly you're that guy.
Yeah, he's a tour guy.
Yeah.
Would you rather, Vicky, get a tattoo on your chest of the last text message you sent or the last food you ate? So, for example, sounds good if that's the last thing you sent, or would you have pancakes this morning? Did you have pancakes?
Can I look what my last text was?
Yes.
Oh, I hear you. I hate it when he comes up. I only know 3. But now, out of context, that doesn't make sense.
But that's what you'd have to put on there.
No, it's a little vague. And I had protein pancakes. So I put the protein pancakes on there.
Oh, they mean so much to me.
Just one on each boob.
Had to get them tattooed on my boobs.
Pancake boobs has a whole different meaning.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
To be honest, I've had food on my chest before. It just falls there. I've ruined many shirts over the years. And plus, with the hair I have on me, getting a tattoo is not really convenient on my chest. So
you got to shave or wax it.
So you're going with the food?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Would you rather, we're going back to school at this one, fall in front of a bunch of classmates at school or clog the toilet in the school bathroom?
Fall for sure.
Okay.
Especially when you're a girl in high school, we used to turn on the sinks so no other girls could hear us peeing. It's a sensitive time.
Yeah.
But a good fall, that can bring everyone together.
And to go look and walk in the halls, you know where the janitor is? I need a plunger.
Yeah.
Fall by far has to be the winning answer there.
Nobody wants to be the one to clog the toilet.
You'll never get. Are you kidding? The 100th reunion, no one's going to remember that you fell. And all of a sudden, here's the name tag. Oh, there's Jimmy. Remember Jimmy?
The toilet clogger. We'll wrap with this one. Would you rather talk like Barney from The Simpsons for the rest of your life or Goofy for the rest of your life? And I think everybody knows what these two sound like, but just in case.
You're Homer's sister-in-law, right? I remember you.
Oh, that's
but I don't remember
Barney.
you being so beautiful.
Early Barney.
Yeah, his voice gets a little deeper in the later seasons. I think.
And now this might be early Goofy. I'm not sure.
Let's see here. We got a car key, piano key, skeleton key, keyboard, key to the city, keyhole, key.
He's got a busy keychain, that Goofy.
You know what? I like Goofy. He's got a cheerful. You want to be friends with Goofy. He's just there for fun.
Yeah, you gotta love Goofy.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
You're going with Goofy.
I'm going Goofy.
Yeah.
Barney was loved by children, but not by adults. Okay, Goofy. Everybody's got a little Goofy.
No, you're thinking of Barney the dinosaur.
Oh, sorry.
This is Barney from The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm gonna go. Sorry, I'm going with Goofy either way.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
Boston Pizza text line. Hey, guys, my high school cafeteria, we had Caesar salad and chicken tenders every Wednesday.
Wow. A special day. Like, that's like what you see at restaurants, like feature menu Wednesday. Chicken tenders and Caesar salad. Then like fresh honey dill, probably too, or plum sauce. You might even have a choice.
How to spice up school, though? You walk into the cafeteria every day excited about what's the special. Like that's unbelievable. We're getting a few of those suggestions, or not suggestions. We're getting people chiming in about the memories of the first day of school. Good luck to all the kids today and everybody who works at the schools. I got to ask you guys, have we sorted out Banjo Bowl? Like, I know all three of us are going now.
Yeah.
Like
yes,
Joe,
yes.
Joe, you and
I've organized.
Is Vicky? Are you in on our carpool? Or are you going on your own?
No, I think I'm going to do the park and ride. I think it's just easier.
Yeah,
So.
You're going with Matt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your guy.
No, he can't go anymore, so I have to find someone else to go with. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah. You're okay. But if you do change your mind and need a lift, is what I'm saying.
Okay, I appreciate
There's
it.
still time because the game's at 3:00. If I leave at 9:30 on Saturday morning
Now this
from
is
my
the
house,
radio you want, right?
I'm gonna pick up Phil.
Yeah.
I might as well just come and pick you up at your house, Phil. I know you
Are
said
you
you might get
drive
dropped
all
off.
the way to Transcona? You are the best friend ever.
Well,
That's a 30-minute drive to come get me to go to the Banjo Bowl.
I wouldn't do it.
No, most people wouldn't, but Joe's amazing.
I'll tell you why I'm going to do it. Because one of the first things I saw this morning was from his lovely wife, Stacy, who is probably one of the most organized people. She's like my wife, very organized.
Yeah.
And thank God, because I'm not that guy. I have to stay organized in my own world, right? But I can't I can't have that many people involved in the bubble for me to organize. But in Phil's case, his wife, now it's all hockey and volunteering and everything else, because I saw her post today that there's a big session tonight, like for volunteering. I'm assuming Saturday she's got enough on her plate that she doesn't need to be dropping off her husband at the game.
Princess Auto Stadium.
Yeah.
But I could meet you halfway. I'll meet you halfway somewhere. You're not coming all the way out to get me.
Halfway would be, Keniston?
Yeah, something like that. I'll drive. I'll park in a parking lot.
Pembina would be
Pembina.
halfway, I guess.
And then we
At
all...
Princess Auto Stadium is the halfway point? Is that what you're saying?
Guess what's off of Pembina? Princess Auto Stadium.
Yeah.
That would be the halfway point, yes.
At any rate, we'll make sure, because we're in different seats that day, that we get together for
Yeah.
a couple.
We're in a different
Come
section.
find you guys.
Yeah, it's tough to drag us out of the Pinnacle Lounge sometimes.
Oh,
Joe and
well,
I enjoy it,
la-di-da.
but
Well,
I'll
hey.
be out with the rest of the peasants by the rum hut.
we'll come see you, Vicky, for sure. We promise. If you promise to buy us a drink, we'll
The
come
rum hut. You think
course.
we'll ever find you at the rum hut? Like, everybody be there.
You'll hear me.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
With the kids back in school today, 20% of parents that took this survey said they're going to start doing this.
What's the percent?
20. So not that high. But with the kids now back in school, summer over for them, 20% of parents say they're going to be doing this. I guess now they've got a little bit more time available to them, is why.
So it's something
Is that a hint?
Might be there, Vicky. Hey, you're really too smart for this show. I'm telling you, you really are.
Listen, sometimes I can't come up with anything for these questions, so I need to
Yeah.
No,
needle
no.
you a little bit to get all the information
You do
possible.
work 'em. You
I'm
work
telling
on it.
you, when I think of these questions, I go, is this going to be smart enough for Vicky? I'm telling you. You like getting quizzed, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
You're a trivia hound.
I'm a trivia gal.
Yeah.
Good morning, City. Do you have a guess for us?
Good morning. Can I have a lifeline, please?
Philly or Vicky?
Let's go with Vicky.
Okay. Now this might be a stretch, but a little naughty business while the kids are away.
Well, you're on top of things here, my friend. That is number 3. A little
Okay.
something. Parents are going to start getting back into something now that the kids are back in school.
More relations because the kids
Yeah.
aren't around. Like,
Yeah.
I got to come home for lunch. Or
20%, or maybe they're working from home.
Working
Phil.
from home.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's the understatement of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're working
Number
on
3.
it.
So, good on you.
Good morning, City.
Morning. How about going out for lunch or breakfast?
No, nothing to do with lunch or breakfast.
So this isn't something they're making the kids do. This is something the parents are going to start doing now that the kids are back in school.
Yeah, I'll just
okay.
re-explain it because so with kids back in school, summer's over for them. Parents are less occupied, let's say, during the day. What are they filling that extra time with now? Well, 20% of people said it's this. And so relations, something, that's not it. Number 3, though.
Okay.
Hi, City.
Going to the gym?
Not going to the gym.
That's what I was thinking,
Me
too.
too.
Yeah.
All of us.
It's amazing. Getting that heart rate up has been the only 2 answers we've had.
Can we make it 3?
780 City, 780 2484. Good morning.
Hi, I will take a lifeline.
Philly or Vicky?
I'll do Philly.
Okay. They're going to get 20%'s a low number.
Well, maybe what's happening in your house with the kid? I mean, you had
More
an active
naps.
summer. Well, that's a good answer, but no, not top 3.
Yeah.
Just rest.
More
Yeah, that's
rest.
not a bad answer.
Oh, I love.
Maybe
what
the
they
number's
should be
higher.
doing,
The
yeah.
number might be higher.
Coming home from work to an empty house nowadays.
Yeah.
Like now that they're back in school.
Yeah.
Oh,
Peaceful.
glorious. Good morning, City.
Good morning. Can I get a lifeline?
Philly or Vicky?
Try Vicky.
What about like a boozy brunch?
Liquid
Adding
lunch.
adding
Let's
a little
go.
liquor to the...
No, nothing to do with
sorry.
liquor. No, good answer.
Banjo Bowl tickets on the line, as well as Matt Good tickets. Good morning, City.
Hi. Would it be clean the house?
Number 2, start decluttering, getting rid of stuff.
Yeah,
Which-
get rid of those toys while the kids are out.
Yeah, no more.
Yeah, fall cleanup.
Hello, City.
Hi, can I get a lifeline?
Philly or Vicky?
Let's go, Vicky.
We'll get you to turn the radio down, too, if
Can
you
you
don't
repeat
mind.
it one more time, Joe?
Sure. So kids back in school, 20% of parents are saying they can start doing this now.
Is it start doing this again or start doing it now? Like this is a new activity, huh?
Oh, you want a clue, eh?
A clue?
I think it's probably we're creatures of habit to a certain point, so I would say it's an annual.
Oh, annual.
It probably, yeah.
Start reading a book?
No, more
that
me
wasn't
time.
great.
I'll put that under more
Yeah,
me time.
yeah.
It's not. But I will say this, okay? Now that you're both
Annual.
going to be lifelines here available, okay? I'll make it even. This is probably repetitive for most parents. Like it's if you're following some kind of structure. So kids are back in school. What's the next focus that would probably involve the kids or maybe family? Okay? You're looking ahead now at stuff.
Oh, I think I know. 780 City, 780 2484. Good morning.
I'm going to say start planning vacation.
Not planning vacation.
Good guess.
Well, this could involve vacation. I shouldn't say it wouldn't, but it's not the correct answer.
For Banjo Bowl and Matt Good tickets, good morning.
Good morning. Is it go Christmas shopping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, already?
It's start putting the focus on the holidays because, now you have that little reprieve. 20%. I guess that makes sense. Start your Christmas shopping or planning, decluttering, and then something. Relations, number 3.
Someone put walk around naked. Yeah, that's a fun thing
Well,
to do.
you know what?
Yeah.
20% of people, that would work, I guess,
Oh,
at
you've
home.
got an empty house, Phil.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I gear down as soon as I walk in. Who's this?
Stacy.
Stacy.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hold on.
Hang on the line.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
You asked the question. When do you start Christmas shopping?
Because
that was the question for a
Yes.
completely useless question.
Yeah.
And Vicky seemed astonished. Astonished might not be the right word, but you were surprised that some people would be starting this early.
September seems really early, unless you have a good idea for something and you get a good deal or something like that. I'm a November shopper. I like to get it all done by the end of November so that December's a bit more enjoyable.
Well, 20% of people, or parents, said they get focused on their Christmas shopping after the kids go back to school. So that was this conversation. For me, I had said to you, I said, one of the best things that happened Christmas-wise for me was COVID because...
No, the way you delivered that line, though, man, because I was half paying attention. And you said the best thing that happened to Joe Aiello was COVID.
Yeah.
Yes, because...
Out of context, some people might have issue with that.
Yes, but to explain what happened was because for Christmas time, I always give my nephews, nieces, and people cash. I've always said cash is king. I've always, no gift cards anymore, just cash. You can do whatever you want with cash. And the deal was when it happened during COVID, you didn't see anybody. So it was an e-transfer. Right now, it's like filling out cards. And I always write something in the cards.
You do, yeah, personalized.
So it takes a lot longer to put it together. So during COVID, it was just an e-transfer. And in the memo line, hey, Merry Christmas. Well, you can't write.
It's the true meaning of Christmas right there.
Trust me, I'll tell you right now, I've yet to meet the kid that didn't appreciate the cash.
I'll tell you right
absolutely.
now, this guy gets my kids birthday presents, Christmas presents. I know, always cash. And I'm telling you, he is number 2 behind Santa. Like he is.
Yeah.
They love Uncle Joe. Their eyes light up when they see that card because then they can get whatever they want with it.
Of course.
And I'll tell you what, it's funny because my buddies will ride me like Phil has for years about it too. Like, gosh, how creative! But I'll tell you, my buddy's kids.
Everybody wants it.
He's got like a 3-year-old. I'll tell you, hand a 3-year-old even a 20 or a 50, and you tell me how they glow. They know what cash means at a very young age. It doesn't matter.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Andrew from the Dream Factory in studio. You've pulled up a chair already. Of course, the Big Win 50/50 in support of the Dream Factory, bigwin5050.ca. And it is fantastic to have you in studio this morning. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Talk a little bit about the Dream Factory and all the amazing things you guys do, because this means a lot to us. We hear the stories. We talk about the stories. I know Vicky's had a tour of the facility, and we're going to hear a little bit more about that in a few seconds. But maybe some things we might not know about the wonderful work that you guys do and why this 50/50 is so important.
Yeah, I think when folks think about the Dream Factory, they are thinking about trips to Disney and celebrity meet and greets and these really big kind of extravagant experiences. And that's certainly a big part of what we do and a big part of the story we've told over the last 42 years. But one of the things that is kind of new to the Dream Factory is just these everyday moments. We moved into a beautiful new community space earlier this year. And what that has done is really changed what the experience is like for kids and families in our community that have a child battling a life-threatening illness. It's become a place where kids can go before or after tough appointments, on days where they need something to celebrate, on days that might be a little bit tougher. The Dream Factory has become more about this day-to-day experience where kids can feel supported and have a place that is just for them than just about that big kind of Disney trip. So that's become really important for us.
And I think community is a good word because you guys do a lot of different, you brought in some animals for them to see, some lizards or whatever, and you had a movie night, and you guys have all of these activities where kids who are probably dealing with the same things and families can come together and build a community within that.
Totally. We did a whiteout party during the playoffs.
Nice.
And a lot of the families said, we wouldn't have been able to go and do this anywhere else, but this is a space we felt comfortable, we felt safe, and that we knew our kids would be okay. A lot changes for a kid when they get diagnosed with a life-threatening illness.
Yeah.
And the size and kind of shape of their world looks a lot different. And the Dream Factory as physical space has really changed kind of what that experience looks like. So that's something that's really new, and it's part of what initiatives like the Big Win 50/50 are so important for, is helping us not only help more families, but also help families in more ways. And we're doing both of those things in a big way right now.
I would advise anybody who is interested in at least looking into that community feel you've built. I call it the Willy Wonka Dream Factory. I really do, because it's got everything with the capsules. Listen, I have not been able to figure out the claw machine there to win a stuffing myself, but because it's tough. But the thing is, I'll give you an example. Sergio Castillo, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, the kicker, brought his mom in. Mama Castillo, they were there yesterday, I know for a fact, making tacos with some of the families. And I heard some of the supplies he was asking for was like a crazy amount of jalapenos, and everybody was questioning
4 pounds.
4 pounds of jalapenos for these tacos, to make these tacos. These kids are going to be fired up for sure. But anyway, you just see pictures of that out there. And you know that when some of the celebrities in town and some of these athletes are getting involved, it's more than, you're right, just a trip to Disney or you guys making a theme hotel room for somebody who wants to be Cinderella for a day.
Yeah, I mean, there was
Awesome.
tortillas from scratch yesterday.
The tortillas, yes.
Oh, the best.
Yeah.
And it meant a lot to Sergio too. you
Yeah.
know, to be able to connect and do something really meaningful and personal to him.
So when we can get involved even on this level with the 50-50, this is amazing because tickets start at $3 for $10 all the way to $200 for $100. We were talking off the air about getting businesses or, hey, school's in session. Maybe get, at the boardroom today at lunch for teachers. Get your teaching group together and buy a bunch of tickets for this because it's going to run out soon, end of September actually, right? And you got a shot before midnight tonight on this handcrafted walnut sideboard, generously donated by True Millwork. So you got to buy your tickets before midnight tonight. We'll give it away tomorrow. This, by the way, sideboard, it's not something you're putting in the water. This is like a dresser. Like
It's nice.
It's beautiful.
We got a picture
Really
up on our Facebook page
Okay.
right now, actually, if you want to check it out.
Good.
Yeah, wonderful stuff. And I mean, what you guys do and the difference you're making, initiatives like this, they matter, and they matter a lot to let you guys continue doing what you're doing, Andrew.
Totally. And one of the things folks listening should know is that the Dream Factory is truly like a Manitoba organization. Every dollar raised stays in the province. All of our staff and board are here in Manitoba. Every child we support is right here in our community. And we don't receive any kind of core government funding. So every dollar that comes through initiatives like this is what allows us to do what we do. The Dream Factory only exists because people in the province believe in it.
I do want to mention, too, Josh Morrissey of the Winnipeg Jets, his golf tournament happens to be next Friday. Like, he's jumped on board. It's amazing how much support. And, Andrew, how long you been with Dream Factory now? Not that long.
I think we're coming up on 8 or 9 years.
It's felt longer, though, hasn't it? No, he's done some great projects, and kudos to you and your people. You've got a great volunteer staff and other employees that make that community happen in downtown Winnipeg. So good on you. That new space is fantastic.
Awesome stuff. At bigwin5050.ca. Bigwin5050.ca. A great way to get tickets. You can text DREAM to 762-555. You'll get the link sent directly to your phone. Don't wait another second. Get in on this and help a great cause, the Dream Factory. Andrew, thanks so much for doing this morning.
Thanks for having me.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
For more Philly Joe and Vicky, lock it into 92.1 City, weekday morning 6 to 10.